What's going on, Z Warriors? MrWaffles here, and welcome to our first segment of MrWaffles Deck Doctor. So, what is MrWaffles Deck Doctor? It's simple. You guys have a deck that wants to be fixed or tweaked a little bit, just send it by me. I'll do my best to tweak it up, fix it, as well as give you guys explanations of why I took this card out, why I put this card in, and all that stuff. It would also help if you guys can send me a little paragraph or something about the deck so I have a better understanding of what you guys how you guys use it. So if it's like Pickle and Mechian and it's like more ball bounce, I would understand that so I wouldn't put like more of an aggressive type of build in there. So I'll try and gear it towards what you guys specifically ask for the most part. Again, I'm not a magician, so certain styles do have some advantages and disadvantages. So for example, if you want to play something that's not Ginyu, Krillin, or Piccolo in black, again, black doesn't have any answers to deal critical damage like Orange Launcher or Saint Pinpoint. So that's just the things I have to deal with. So I can't fix all the inherent flaws of certain styles. I'll just do my best to take what we have and then just create it and mold it. And again, this will probably all change when set 3 comes out. So I'm just doing my best right now to work with what we have and just make the best deck possible with the resources that we have. So again, you guys can contact me with the deck through Facebook message. Again, I've been having a lot of great responses, and thank you guys all for the response. It's been great, and I'll get back to everyone and then do the decks on all the decks that I've been getting requests for. I also do just critiquing, so if you want me just to critique a deck and not have me fix it necessarily, that's fine too. So I'll just make a little video. I'll show you guys the person's build and just my quick thoughts on it, and you guys can take it from there for the most part. So you can contact me through a Facebook message, through YouTube message, or even put the deck in the comments with a little summary of it, and that's fine as well. So whatever works, it works for me, and I feel it's a good way to really help the community, so that way you guys can get a better understanding of why I think this card might be bad or why I might think it might be good or etc. And then I might be wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm just a player just like you guys, but it's just always a helping hand to have like an outside perspective on the deck that you're working in. So again, I have I think his name is David. I don't want to say his last name because he never discussed about that. But David, he made a black Goku mill, just regular Goku, not God, and he wanted me to tweak it up a bit. So he's the first deck that I'm actually going to be doing this segment on. And I have the deck all ready to go, and then I'll show you guys my card choices and all that in a bit. So stay tuned, everyone. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this project, and just keep liking and subscribing. If you're a friend who wants to build a deck or something like that, just send it my way, and I will do my best to work on it. Okay, so I'll catch you guys soon. So thanks again for all your support, MrWaffles. See you soon. What's going on, Z Warriors? MrWaffles here, and today with the Deck Doctor deck, we have David's Black Goku Mill. So this is my first time doing this, so what I would have for all the decks that you guys present to me is the total amount of endurance before, and your deck would always be on the left for before, and the amount after. So we'll get into the deck, and just a brief overview. What the person wanted with Black Goku Mill was to try and get to level 3 and just kind of abuse black power-ups. So we're going to take a look at his deck before, explain things I liked, what I didn't like, and the build after. So let's get to it. So for physicals, he was running 3 Devastating Blows, 3 Black Lunge, 3 Black Hug Maneuver, 2 Black Delay, 2 Black Knee Catch, and 2 Black Upward Dodge. For energies, he was running 1 Black Capture, 2 Focus Assault, 3 Crushing Beams, 3 Black Overhead Burst, 2 Black Swipe, 2 Black Adaptation, and 3 Black Corruption. For events, 1 Time, 2 Spheres, 3 Confrontation, 2 Black Scout Maneuver, 3 Black Command, 3 Black Foreshadowing. For setups, 2 Visiting the Past, 2 Black Searching Technique, 2 Black Power Up, and 3 Black Declaration. For drills, 1 Black Radiating Drill, 1 Black Targeting Drill, 1 Black Viewing Drill, and 2 Black Smoothness Drill. And lastly, for 1 ally, he ran 1 Chichi. So I have a little color key here just to let you guys know. For anything that's in red is the cards I took out. Anything that's in green are the cards I added. and anything that's in orange is going to be the same card, just a different amount that I put. So it'll be the same card, and I might add another copy or take away another copy. So the things I like about the deck, I can see where he's going with it, where he really wants to try and get to level 3 and abuse black power-ups. So his ratios for the most part are really good, like the 2 black smoothness drill, because since you get it back with Goku 2 and 3, there's no need to really play 3. It's a card that you can definitely play 2 of and get away with it fairly easily in this type of build. Another thing that I really enjoyed was the declaration. So when you get Goku 3, you can just control by declaration, shuffle back, get it out again, shuffle, and just keep controlling the board that way. Some things that I wasn't too sure about was the one Chichi. I felt that she was kind of random, wasn't really placed in the right deck for me. I don't think. Sure, you can use her ability, but just felt kind of out of place in this particular build. And the one Chichi, with no overpowering attacks, no way to really get her. You know, it's just a hit or miss at that point. The one capture I think was also a little random, only because since it's a Black Goku mill deck, I think this is a card that we can at least play 2 of, because if it hits, it has passive milling or destruction where your opponent just keeps banishing the top. So, you know, I can definitely see putting that up more. 2 black swipe, I mean, this card is really good, and it has 2 endurance. It's the only energy attack in black right now that actually has endurance, so that's definitely a card I would try and max out at 3. And everything else seemed like pretty standard and okay, so it's really just a Chichi. The capture I felt was kind of out of place, but I kind of tinkered around with it a little bit. So for the most part with his deck, he has 50 endurance. Now, the cards I added in were 2 wall breaker, 2 black refusal, 3 black hug maneuver, 2 black knee catch, 3 black finger block. For energies, 2 focus assault, 2 crushing beam, 2 black capture, 2 black adaptation, 3 black swipe, 3 black corruption. For events, 1 time, 2 heroic sphere, 3 Goku's Kaioken, 3 confrontation, 2 black reflection, 2 black scout maneuver, 3 black command, 3 black foreshadowing. For setups, 1 heroic assistance, 2 visiting the past, 2 black search and technique, 2 black power up, 3 black declaration. For drills, 1 black view and drill, 1 black erasing drill, 2 black smoothness drill, and for Dragon Balls, Dragon Ball 7. So with this, what I took was, since he was trying to anger up, instead of putting X amount of cards to anger, such as the 3 black lunge, I just replaced them with Goku's Kaioken for the most part. Because essentially, we took out the lunges for the Kaioken, and it's as if every time you see a lunge to raise your anger 1 level, instead you'll be seeing a Kaioken to just get you up to the next level. So it's really good if you can go from like 2 to 3, because 2 is always that awkward stage for the most part. So, you know, you can stay at 1 because you have the extra action and you have smoothness drill. When you're at 2, you're not really doing much, and at 3 is when you pretty much go berserk and bonkers. So I included a Kaioken just because it helps you speed up, since you want to get to level 3. I think Black MPPV isn't really a thing with this deck in particular, so you can risk giving up the MPP victory for controlling the board with Goku level 3. And starting with the physicals, you have the 2 wall breakers. So I took out the devastating blows. As much as I love this card, I think in this build, since Dev Blow raises your anger 1, which helps you of course, and lowers your opponent's anger 2, we want to try and keep Namekian at bay and other anger decks, so I figured the wall breaker was more essential. As well as it's black, so you're already banishing a lot of cards to begin with. So we just added those in. 2 black refusal. This is a card that I really like in certain decks. Again, with Goku level 2, you get a drill out at the end of combat. So it's pretty much a free card to destroy. So you use black refusal, getting rid of your drill to destroy 2 of their setups or drills, and so it's a +1, and then you just get it back. So it's really beneficial because you didn't really lose anything at that point. So I added just 2 black refusal because I think that card is really good in this particular build, especially with Goku 3 as well. Just get rid of something and then just bring it right back. We pretty much kept the knee catch and hug maneuver ratios the same, and as for the finger block, I added this in a set of upward dodge, 1 for endurance and 2 to gain the stages, because we have a good amount of energies as well, so we need to really gain some stages with that. For going down the list, I took away a crushing beam just because I figured we might not have the 3 stages all the time, so I figured 2 is good enough, and you'll see later on why. I added in another capture because I felt 1 was too random, and 2 I think is a good number just to, when it hits, you know, just again the passive milling, which is really good, so that way while you're setting up, your opponent's taking damage. And then I added a third swipe, so again just the endurance, and you get to selectively banish. So it's almost as if we took the 3 devastating blows, and 1 of them became like another swipe, and then 2 of them became wall breaker. So we kind of have these dev blow conjunction in there somewhere. Talked about the Kaioken. I added this in black reflection. So again with black, remember with these styles, there's certain things I can do, certain things I can't, and with black I have no answers to allies. For the most part, there's no card in black that says deal a critical damage. So with that being said, I added reflection because against the decks that you play against, let's say orange, you can get rid of their uppercuts by calling with scout maneuver or just banishing it, or even if they just use it, and then you can reflection it to get like capture, which my friend does to me a lot and is really annoying. So I think this is a good card to get rid of ally outs for a deck that doesn't have that ability. So if you're playing against blue, you can just reflection their betrayals, against orange their stare downs, etc. These are pretty much standard. They all kept the same. 2 scout maneuver, the 3 command just for the passive anger gain as well if you can't get to the Kaiokens, and the foreshadowing because it's just nutty. For setups, I just added in 1 heroic assistance. I was at 59 cards and I was trying to figure out what to add, and I figured heroic assistance gives you stages as well as kind of recycles stuff into your deck, so it's a really good way to kind of keep you alive. And then you could always get it back with Goku 3, so you can heroic assistance, use it, or I mean use Goku's power, and then use heroic assistance to get back to stages, or if you already use heroic assistance and it's in your discard pile, you can just grab it back with Goku's power and use it again. So again, you don't lose any stage advantage out of that. So I think the 1 is good just because you can always get it back with Goku 3. And the card I added in also is Ball 7. So since it is a mill deck, again, since we do have the lack of endurance, because you can see we have 5 less endurance from previous, I think Ball 7 can help stack up certain key cards that might have gone to the discard pile. So again, it's a card that I'm just trying out, but I could see taking it out of the deck just because the endurance wise, you want to make sure that it doesn't get stolen easily from you. But it's just a card I think will actually fit quite well into the deck just because it allows extra milling on top of you setting up what you need to set up, you know, stack corruptions on top or something like that, or whatever you need to get. So again, this is just a Black Goku mill deck that I tweaked around a bit. Let me know in the comments section below if you think the changes are good, bad, or anything that you might suggest that I missed out. So again, it's my first time really doing this, but I pretty much do this for every deck where I have the before deck on the left, the after deck on the right, as well as the total amount of endurance for both decks, and just a little color key here to help you guys understand what all these colors and stuff mean. So in the next segment of the same video, you're going to see this deck in action. So guys, thank you for keeping posted, and we'll be with the battle momentarily. distance and view and drill. So yeah, that's pretty much the black Goku. The destruction and the ball 7 really even things out, but I might try and ball 7 in this deck as well, since we want to try and mill. It'll be pretty helpful. So that's pretty much the deck in a nutshell. Again, this is MrWaffles Deck Doctor, so if you guys have any decks that you guys want to be tweaked, just shoot it by me and I will work on it, fix it up, and explain my card choices of why I took some cards out, why I took some cards in, and then I'll play it on Octagon for you guys. So until next time, Z Warriors, MrWaffles out.